So I got a fun little story time for you about last night. What I saw with my eyes closed. I had my hand over my head. I had my eyes closed, kind of like when you're kind of like rubbing your head. You got your eyes closed. So, as you know, I can see like DMT stuff when I close my eyes. I've come to the realization I've never taken DMT, but what everyone's describing is like what I see. Only like mine's not a trip. Like this is like some serious shit. So just to start from the beginning, kind of where I think this all might have happened to how my brain got like this. When I was in high school, a group of people tried murdering me, and I actually came out of my body, and I didn't see anyone when I came out of my body. But someone was like shaking and slapping my body. And then like I went back inside of my body. If that makes any sense. And I was taken to the hospital, recovered and all that stuff. After that I got strictly into like meditation, Shaolin meditation. Started practicing like self-defense, Iron Fist, all that stuff. And became proficient in it. And pretty good at like the meditation stuff. As I got older, around 2007, 2008 is when I first started seeing like, the eye. When you close your eyes, you see the eye. And coming out of the eye, they were like angels. I would always see like this really powerful angel with like a sword. And I realized after that I could touch like objects, I could touch like rocks, dead things, I could touch just about anything and pull the energy out, and the energy would go inside of me and start living inside of me. And it would always be there. So from then all the way to I am now 44, we got a lot of energy in me. Now around 2020, I started seeing Jesus in my third eye. So I started seeing Jesus in my third eye. Now the first thing you see, I close my eyes, I see like a glowing cross far off in the distance, and it gets closer and closer. And then I see like Jesus on it. And then like all this energy just gets sucked into him. He's just like sucking in all the energy as he's coming closer and closer and closer and closer. And just sucking it in. Now there's something about this I can't say behind that. I won't talk about that yet. But so we see like everything get sucked into him. And then once it's all sucked into him, the cross turns into this like crazy throne. Sorry, I wish I could draw a little better. And he sits on the throne and pulls a book out. And he's got a book. And he starts reading on the book. And like the book does have this strange writing in it. And it does look similar to ancient Hebrew. Because I looked that up and I'm like, wow, that does look like the ancient writing. So, but it also has like this like energy beings and portals in the book pages, and they come out, and these like energies of like life go into that, and like all that stuff. And then he goes and he does stuff, pulls energy out, puts it through a portal, moves this portal, brings energy out of this portal back into me. It's like crazy, like unbelievable stuff. And I'll just have to erase this. Alright, so just do it like that. So now let's get to last night. So now you kind of know the basics of what's going on. So from like fossils to like modern living things to like kind of old living things to like every type of animal, like Even like rocks, their energy, like metals and their energy, all that stuff went in me because I'm touching the stuff, and if I close my eyes and touch it, I can get the energy out of it. It goes right in me, gets sucked right in. And a lot of that energy, like what I first started seeing was before the cross, I would see a symbol like this, and then this would drop into itself like that, and it would form a Star of David. So we had that going on, and then from here you get like another portal with like an eye and stuff coming out. But that was before I started seeing the cross. It would look like that. So now last night I had my head over my thing, and so then what do I see? I see like the cross coming. It was like here, and it's just not one cross. It's like tons of them. There's like tons of them, and they all morph into one, and all that. So I start seeing them coming. I'm like, whoa. And then like I see this like cool little like frog thing, because there was like years ago I had touched a frog. You know, I've touched many frogs. There was a snake trying to swallow a frog that had a rope around it, and I had to pull it out of the snake so it didn't die because it was all tangled in like plastic and stuff. And the snake dropped the frog. The frog was dead. Whatever. So I see this frog just like chilling here and like moving around, and like there's just really like no background, and like then all of a sudden there's this like lizard thing, because it was almost like a Jurassic lizard. Because I went and started touching fossils and stuff, and it was just they were just like chilling out over here. And all of a sudden Jesus starts doing stuff. He comes off the cross, and I see him. Sorry, I'm probably not supposed to draw him too well, but so I see him like working in here, right? And like all of a sudden, like things start transforming around, and then suddenly I see like a landscape, and it's like this swamp area with like land and like small little like shrub tree things and grasses that were long, and water over here. And like these frogs and the lizard were like living in this world. And it was like Jesus created this thing out of all the energy, like putting it all together or something like that. And then like weeks ago, there's been this hawk that's been chilling out in my area. And it shedded one of its feathers in my yard. So now legally I'm not allowed to keep the hawk feather. But I like picked it up, and I got to look at it really well, because it was the first time I got to see a hawk feather, and because I'm not allowed to keep it because there's some rule where you can't have hawk feathers or any real bird feather. I had to like put it back in the wilderness. Kind of sucked, but like before that, I made sure I looked at that feather and studied it, because I like nature, and like it's the first time I really got that close to something like that. So, unbeknownst to me, that now I start closing my eyes and start seeing the hawk again. Just like I started seeing the blue jay, the dove, all the birds and stuff I contacted, and even pets and animals and all that stuff. So, all of a sudden, I see the hawk, and he's like up here. He's like, suddenly just like swoops down. Whap! Grabs the friggin' frog, pulls him up, flies back over here. Actually, I think landed on Jesus or something. And then like he took the energy, sent that through a portal, and it flies down, grabs the lizard, flies back over, that goes through a friggin' portal. I'm like, wow, this is so crazy. It was like so trippy, man. It was like this world, and I'm looking at this world inside of me. And I think I don't know if I told some people, we'll just scroll down like that. Like, it was like years ago, or like, I don't know, like I might have said it, but like sometimes like I see like a world, man. I'll see like a planet, and stuff, and like it'll just like my consciousness will just zoom in on it, and then I'll see like it'll look like trees and grass, and I saw like two people over here, and they were like jumping up and down, waving their hands like I was like a an airplane flying over, and like were trying to get my attention, and they saw me. Like they were all like, "Oh my god!" They were like shocked to see me, and waving like, "Come closer!" All this like, I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy!" Like that's a planet inside of me. And then what I can also do is I can grab hold of energy, and I can like take hold of things, and like basically what the rule of this energy stuff is like something eats the other, and then that something eats that. It's like a food chain even in the energy field. So like it's almost like if you ever seen those little Russian dolls, and they're like Russian dolls, and this fits in there, that fits in there, that fits in there, that fits in there, and then it's like one with all of them in it. It's kind of like that. And so what was going on was I can grab the energy, any energy I want, and I can like eat it, like suck it up in my mouth, like grab it, bring a hand to your mouth, because you can. When I grab the energy, I can see it held by me, because I can see my hand in the astral realm too, and my body, which is crazy. Like if I go in pitch black and I close my eyes, I can see my body, and it like glows this color and stuff. So I can grab that shit and swallow it, and then it goes in me, and then it goes on like my left shoulder or my right shoulder, right? And I kind of take control of the energy at that point. Not really control over it, but you know what I mean? It can try to eat energy within me, but if I take the energy in, it's now in, but it's always kind of in there anyway. Kind of weird. I haven't really figured that out too much, like what the process of actual eating the energy does, but it's like when Jesus' cross comes, he's basically sucking it all in himself too. So that's the thing, is you get the energy and you suck it all in you. It's crazy. So now we got that on the table. So being able to like take control over it. Also, it's not imagination. People have like tried to tell me that I'm imagining stuff, because that's the absolute opposite of this. Like when you do it, like you can't think of anything. Like your thoughts and everything, like trying to imagine something will change, it won't work. You're basically like, these things like operate on their own, they move on their own, they do things on their own. They're totally not controlled by my own self. These things are like living things. There's like living energy, and the living energy can live inside of us. And from what I saw with Jesus coming, he's then like taking all that energy, making like a planet inside of me, or like just living spaces where all these things can live inside of me. And it's like portal to portal to portal to portal, like living thing to living thing, like all these things have worlds in them. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Like I haven't really heard anyone ever discuss this or say things like this. Like I can touch my like teeth and see my teeth in my third eye, and it's like your teeth live, your hand, like you can get body parts in you, and your body parts will live, and stuff like that. It's a funny thing, like before I started seeing the frog and stuff and all that, the first thing I saw was I was inside my mouth, and I could see my teeth, and I could look all around, and I could see my teeth, and my mouth was kind of opening, and then something was like coming in, like this weird portal thing. It was kind of like sucking things in, and my mouth was chewing it at the same time. And then suddenly, like, I didn't see my teeth anymore, and I saw a frog, and I saw the lizard, and it turned into a whole world. I mean, I saw Jesus coming, and all that stuff happened, and absolutely it's crazy because I don't really tell anyone in my own personal life. I don't tell anyone, but because they'll just think I'm crazy and they'll want to send me away or something, or they'll think, crazy stuff. I barely tell people like anything like on video or anything, but like I just give small amounts of information because I really have to talk forever on it, and I could try doing it live here for you guys and tell you what I see. So, in fact, I'll do it right now. All right, so what I see Jesus' cross coming to me, and there's like a ton of them. And they're going in. Now it's grabbing. And now it's shooting back through to the portal. Now I see a portal. It's turned into an eye. And now the eye just shot something right on my shoulder. Now what is that thing? It looks like a comet of energy just flying around, going in circles now. Circling, and now it's like I'm looking down inside of a tornado, but I see like the center point. I'm like looking down in that, and everything's spinning. It's spinning clockwise, and I'm looking into the hole, and yeah, I'm seeing another eye. Now I see Jesus back on my shoulder. He's got a book. He's leaning the book towards me. And out of the book just flew the hawk. Now the hawk landed on my left shoulder. Jesus is on my right shoulder. And it's almost like he's got a brood under him with his wings over it. And under the brood, it's like a triangle. Oh, now it's moving off my shoulder, going back towards Jesus. And now I see like the book. And he's like reading the book. I can't read what it says. I just turned a page. I'm going to start looking around, see if I see anything to really describe. So yeah, it seems like things are just being, from the book, sending through portals. Then those things going through other portals, and then back to the book. Alright, I'm opening my eyes now. That's pretty crazy, right? And it's always something different, you know what I mean? It's never the same like that. I don't think I ever told anyone seeing that before, but I've seen that before. So it just seems like he's just constantly working inside of me, moving things around through portals and other things that are connected through the body and other things. It's almost like wormholes. It's like you see like a portal and then like something will go through it, but then you'll see like the trail of it, like lead off somewhere, and it's all glowing, and then all of a sudden it'll come back out with something else or a different color and then go into something else. It's crazy, man. It's like I guess I'm like in a constant trip or something. And basically like how much like I know it's based on like testosterone numbers or like what is it? Like I don't know, it's hard for me to describe, but it can get stronger in insane detail, or when I'm weaker, you know, it's a little bit fuzzier, you know what I mean? But still going on. And we can get down to like serious freaking detail or like not much detail. And it gets pretty insane. Now, before I close this off, I've got to say again, I I have no idea exactly what's going on here. I'm just trying to make my best guesses on like why it happened, why I'm seeing this stuff, and things like that. And like I said, like I could touch a bone of something, and then the life will come out of that bone, show what it was, and it like lives and goes inside me. I do not control it. I do not think what animal, like I don't like project my thought of the animal or the thing. It comes out, it tells me. That's how I know it's not imagination, because your imagination controls and can create. We're talking, these things are creating within us, or within me, that is. I don't know if it happens to everyone else or what, but it is creating inside of me with energy that I'm taking in from the earth and the sun. And the sun does seem to charge you up, or charge me up rather. So it seems like it can manifest off that. And then it seems that Jesus then sucks all this in and stuff like that. Now I have like straight up dinosaurs in me, because I have a fossil collection. So when I realized I could touch stuff and see what it was, I started touching like fossils that I didn't know what they were. I just had the like fossil collection. You're kind of like, okay, what's this? And you can see what it is. Problem is, it gets stuck in you. So I got those long neck ones in me. I've got the raptor like ones in me. And I don't know. I got like all types of dinosaurs in me and stuff. I appreciate them the same that I appreciate all living creatures. They're just life, you know what I mean? Things like that. So there's an entire world of like everything of this world that I like touch or encounter, and it goes into me as a copy. And then there's like all these different dimensions of reality that they're like living in, and like I have Jesus coming and like just making a place for them. It's crazy. Like that might be like what's going on here with like the afterlife and stuff, where like I think Jesus said it, like the kingdom of God is within you. And that's not a lie, man. It is. I wouldn't say just the kingdom of God, like all of everything is in you. Like it's crazy. Like or maybe you have to get to that point that I got to, where I'm actually like sucking the stuff in. So it's difficult to figure it out. Like again, I haven't really heard many people even talk about being able to do this at all. I've heard of remote viewing. I heard of all that stuff. I've tried remote viewing, but you know, you need a partner to do that. And I already figured out what the remote viewing is all about. They get a target, they write the target down on a piece of paper, and then the target gets the paper and says what it is. Well, guess what? According to my information here, and what I've told you, what I've discovered is everything on the target was already the energy put into writing that code down or whatever. So the remote viewer isn't necessarily remote viewing. He's picking up on the code that person put into that paper when he wrote that code down. You know what I mean? And that information can be deciphered by probably people like that, and then they see the image of what the guy was like saying, hey, spy on this. And they put their intention on what that is. That goes in the paper. They read that, and then they can see it, right? Because the energy comes out of that, and then it goes into their consciousness, right? That's what's going on. So, in fact, it's not real. Well, I don't know. Whatever. Like, now, it can get a little more complicated when I talk about like how I was able to get out of my body during meditation. That might be something totally different than this. To where I don't want to start getting into the whole like simulation theory or anything like that, but like going out of your body, you're either leaving the simulation or you're going deeper into a simulation. I haven't figured that out yet, and I don't like leaving my body anymore. In case that like one of these things takes control over my body while I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's possible, but just in case, like, that kind of freaks me out. So, you know what I mean? I don't like to do that anymore. I don't trust it. So, and now we got, what would probably happen is that the earth itself is alive. The earth itself has an energy with it. The earth itself is a physical, like, energy thing, right? And when we die, that whole thing probably has its own thing with the energies and the portals and everything I already explained. That my body's doing, the earth is probably doing too. And, like, we got, like, my God, I can only imagine. It's hard to grasp my mind around it, to explain it in words, but, like, it's like the earth is like us or like me. The earth is like me in terms of what I described happening, to where it's like there's all these energies living in it. And when we're talking about energy, energy's never destroyed, it's transferred into something else. So there's always a transfer, and that's like what scientists claim. Now, I don't know if you can destroy energy, maybe you can. But, like, from what they're saying now is, like, things are getting transferred from one to the other, right? So, if we are, like, energy, then we're getting transferred all around. And what I'm seeing is, like, there's, like infinite copies of whatever is inside these, like, bones and things and like, stuff like that. Like, it's got to do with the DNA code, probably, to where it's, like, you touch it, and your energy goes and it like opens up the DNA. Like, my energy goes into these things, opens up the DNA code within that then projects out like the living like thing that can now live. And then that projection then goes inside of me and continues to feed off of the energy that I've gathered within my body from everything, and it can stay like alive indefinite. Now, I don't know what's going to happen when I die, if all this stuff just shoots out, like what's going to happen, I don't know. Or that when I die, maybe there'll be that world there, and I'll get to go to that world, and it'll be like Earth, it'll be like another life in whatever planet that is. Because I've seen like another planet, I've seen like people on that planet, I've seen it like they're signaling me, like they're shocked to see me, and they're like waving up, jumping up and down. I've seen some crazy stuff, dude. And like, you know, like there's like you see it works with humans too. But like I said, with humans, they go somewhere and then like I don't see them anymore. You know what I mean? Like they probably go off, like God takes them somewhere else, I think. Or I did see them on the planet. But as far as like getting stuck inside of me, like I've never witnessed that. But the animals do get stuck inside of me. So I don't know, like it's kind of a little tricky when you trying to think of this, like because I only know what I'm seeing, and like I'm trying to figure it out like everyone else is trying to figure it out. So, for example, like, all right, there's this, like, have sex with, like, your wife or something, or, like, a woman, or something like that. I remember, like, I'll just give one example. Like, because it happens all the time. Like, you'll see, like, you'll have sex with a chick, and you'll see their energy. But the energy does go. You know what I mean? You just stop seeing it. It goes whatever, right? I'll just give it. I won't get into anything X-rated here. That's why I'm kind of like, you're like, what is he stuttering right now? It's like, oh, I'm kind of watching what I say here. You know what I mean? But like, certain acts, you can see the acts being done even after the act is over, type of thing. You know what I mean? There's like a movie that plays out after it all happens, where you can see it happening. It's pretty crazy. It's a trip. It is a trip. Now, I don't notice that with many things that I do in life, except for that, to where you can see like the act being done after the act's being done. So like things like that. Now, I've also haven't actually obviously I actually haven't killed anyone, so I don't know what that does. And nor will I ever find out or want to find out. But like animals and stuff, do I hunt? No, I haven't hunted. I didn't kill a mouse, but a mouse was killed in a trap or whatever, and I had to discard the mouse, and all sorts of that gets in there. You can get something like that in there. Like I said, the frog and the snake. I tried saving the snake. Now I got the frog, and the frog's life came alive, and you probably saw that frog on my netting a while back. Like, dude, I got shit in me, man. I've touched some shit, man. I've had to move dead birds from my yard, all that stuff. So throughout the life, things have gone in, and I can get trees, the dirt, all that. So there has to be a way that maybe if we've seen like this guy who claims he can film your astral plane, I'd like to get in contact with that guy and see if he can like film what I'm seeing. There's a way the guy claims he's doing it. I don't want to get into the science of it now, but he claims he can. They can like use computers to figure out what your like brain's seeing or something. I don't know. That's all new technology. Things like that. I guess it won't be proven till then, but we're pretty close. Like, I would think this would make it extremely easy to identify like bones of like soldiers. I guess like you know how they have that identifying thing where like there's people who try to identify what human bones are from like other stuff in like war zones and stuff. I could probably easily do that, but I have a I haven't gone and pursued anything like that because like I don't know what it's gonna do. Like I'm not purposely doing this. It's just happening. I'm not intentionally trying to maliciously take things into me. Like, so I don't know what happens to things that go in me. So I think it's reckless to just start bringing people's bodies and spirits into me when I don't know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? So like if it happens, it happens. But I ain't going on my way to do it. You know what I mean? So whatever, you know what I mean? That's kind of how I play on this. Like, I don't intentionally look out to try to do it. I was doing that with the fossils because I was like, oh, what's this one? Oh, what's that one? What's this look like? And I pick up different bones and say, okay, what's this bone look like? What's that look like? And I'd know what the animal was and things like that. But the thing is, they get stuck inside of me and all that, and but then from what I'm seeing is like there are these worlds inside. It's pretty trippy. Now I'm gonna end this video, and I'll make other versions of this and updates. So again, it's pretty trippy. Yeah, and